natural log cosecant, it's negative. If it doesn't start with a C, it's positive. All right? The other thing to remember, for tangent and cotangent, it's the natural log of whatever function's on the bottom. So for tangent, it's natural log of the cosine. For cotangent, it's natural log of the sine. Here's how I remember secant and cosecant. What's the derivative of secant?
Secant x times tan.
Secant tangent, right? Hey, it's the same functions in here. So the derivative of secant is secant tangent. The integral of secant is the natural log of the absolute value of secant plus tangent. So it's different, but it helps you remember.
So it's sort of like the inverse of like the derivative, because like you derive secant x, you get secant x times tan x, and this time you get ln secant x divided by ln tangent x. Or
No.
multiplied by ln.
No, you're not adding logs, you're adding arguments. You can't think of, this is not ln of secant times ln of tangent. Guys, ln of a plus b is not ln a times ln b. You're thinking like this. ln of ab is ln a plus ln b.
Okay.
But this is just is what it is. You can't change this. When you're adding inside an argument of a log, it just stays what it is. Yeah. Okay. All right, so one last little example and then you're done. So how about we do a quick, most of these actually are very straightforward just to see if you've memorized the rules. But suppose we did an integral of the secant of 7x dx. Do I have to do a u sub on this?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a significant nod.
Yes. The only time you can avoid u sub is if your argument is x plus constant. 7x, that you got to do a u sub.
It's not an x plus constant.
Right. So you're going to have to do a u sub on this. That's a 7.
Ooh, that was tricky. I almost forgot the 7x.
Ah. Hey, by the way, do you remember first semester when I made a great big stink about how important it was that the argument of a trig function never, ever, 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 ever changes? Not with a derivative, not with an integral, not when you're solving, nothing. You never change the argument unless you're applying an identity. Same thing goes here, right? If your argument of your secant is a 7x, then the argument of the antiderivative had better be a 7x, right? Argument of a trig function never changes. Good. Any questions on that? All right, let's talk about what's coming up.